And rolling right along here at Power Up with Pride 2026, we are ready to start MsTruffles' run of Woodle Tree 2 Deluxe Plus, an all sacred water droplets run. Let's get into it.
Hello, everyone. Good time zone. I hope you're having fun so far. And we are continuing with our obscure speedrun series right now because I'm Mr. Falls. I'm a obscure games and speedrun enthusiast. This is definitely one of them. This is Woodle 2 Deluxe Plus. I'm gonna explain the title a little bit later. Basically, this is from the Woodle Tree series by Shopee Pixel. And this is a 3D platformer open world collectathon with a huge map, a lot of things to explore, even though we are not gonna explore everything, obviously. So the category is all sacred water droplets, which is the intended way to play the game. Thanks for the good lucks, by the way. I really appreciate it. And without further ado, I'm gonna start the timer when I'm gonna hit the start button on the main menu. So be ready. I'm gonna do the countdown. 3, 2, 1, go. I'm gonna skip a cutscene here, which explains what is happening in this game. So in the world of Woodle, which is this little log that is very cute, you can see that there are some trees in gray. They are dried up because some evil forces, for some reason, have stolen their sacred tears. We don't know who they are. They just stole the droplets, and now the world is in a huge danger. So we have to retrieve all the what sacred tears. You can say tears or droplets, whatever. It's in the game. It says tears, but on SOC it's water droplets. So there are 8 main areas and 3 droplets like this one in each of them. So it's a total of 24 droplets to collect, and then you can access the final boss area. There are going to be a lot of little skips I'm going to do. I'm not going to cover all of them because there are a lot to do. I forgot to take the checkpoint here, by the way. I need to do that. Otherwise, I'm going to be in big trouble. Quickly, this area here, I'm not on good cycle. It's a pretty annoying section because they're all on different cycles, and for some reason, sometimes you're sliding and you cannot jump. So this game is mainly inspired by Mario Odyssey. Woodle has a lot of movement options like double jumping, wall jumping, normal attack with his leaf, charge attack which shot a projectile like you can see here. I need to defeat 2 enemies to open this force field. It's also dealing a bit more damage than the regular attack. You can also glide, use your leaf to store some droplet, and other stuff that you can unlock. And my main movement strat, which is not intended, is, as you can see, I don't have the input display sadly, but basically I'm sliding my thumb on attack then jump, and this is basically the fastest way to move on the ground. It's pretty physically demanding, so if you want to do a less physically demanding strat to move faster, you can just press both um, jump and attack at the exact same time. It's not, I don't know if it's really frame perfect, but it's pretty consistent. Also, you can do that on keyboard. So we have done Woodle Village, which is the first area in the game. You can play all areas in which order you want, except the first one, because this is basically a tutorial. They are invisible walls that are preventing you to do the other ones. Then you are free to do whatever zone you want to do first. And this is Hidden Caves. It's a pretty unique one because it's indoors. You don't have more rooms for skips than the other ones, but you're gonna see still some cool things here and there. For instance, here I skipped watering a plant. That's something you can do, but there are a lot of very easy way to skip intended routes. Even casually, you're probably gonna find some eventually. This one here, though, can be pretty annoying. This used to be a run killer. Now I'm being better at it. But here you're gonna do wall jumps, and there are gonna be enemies that are gonna try to knock you down like this.
Oh, that's
Both
me.
on the right and the left. So yeah, it might be gonna take me a few tries. You're supposed to climb this part slowly. There we go.
Excellent work.
Thank you. Okay, at least I was able to kill the bats very quickly, which break this force field, and I can collect the next droplet. So Woodle has this leaf that counts for HP. Basically, when you take a hit, the leaf will shrink, and if you don't take any damage for a certain amount of seconds, it's gonna grow back and you will be back at 2 HP. However, if you take another hit, you're gonna die. And there are a few stuff that are actually killing you in 1 hit, like bramble, some water sections, lava, spikes, and I've done this mistake again. I'm gonna explain what I'm doing here later. It's a backup, because I will have to explain a little quirk with wall jumps. I don't know why I'm failing this easy part a lot lately, but that's fine. So I activated the checkpoint at the start of Hidden Caves, which allows me to teleport back to it, and I'm gonna go to the next section. So about the Woodle Tree series, it started with Woodle Tree Adventures, which was a much shorter and linear platformer. There were two other versions of this game, which were Woodle Tree 2, Woodle Tree Adventure Deluxe on console, which I think is the only version available to this day of this game. And there was also Woodle Deluxe. And for Woodle Tree 2, it started with Woodle Tree 2 Worlds, and now this is Deluxe Plus, basically the best version of it. If you want to play it casually, if you want to speedrun it, play this version. Here I'm gonna explain something with the wall jumps. You're not supposed to wall jump twice on the same wall, but sometimes you can, and this is basically RNG. And we are doing that to do certain skips, like this one on this piece of geometry, but it's pretty difficult because there are enemies waiting for you. Can I grab this back? Okay, I can try it again. Oh. And the reason why I went to do a backup earlier is because Nezizov, who is another runner of this game, and shoutouts to him, by the way, discovered that wall jumps are RNG only if you have lock frame rate enabled. If it's disabled, it's gonna be much more consistent. I'm gonna stand on this. When I'm doing PB attempts, I'm being very lucky on that, but not when I'm doing practice for marathon. It seems like. So the thing is, here I disabled the lock frame rate, so it was much easier to do. The problem is, you could say that maybe I can just disable it for the entire run, but if I do, I won't be able to do the normal movement text, so I'm doing it only for backup. The only reason you would use it in a speedrun is for any percent. And I'm gonna talk about that later. Okay, so now there will be some cool skips here as well. I'm gonna reach this switch, and I'm gonna try to catch the platform on the way up. If you can. Okay. Jenks physics. You like to see it? I don't know if I'm gonna catch it. There we go. It's about 10 to 15 seconds saved, and it's always cool to get it. Here I'm gonna position myself here, and I'm gonna show you the first glitch with the zoom. If you use the zoom, sometimes some weird things happen. Like here, if I get pushed by this platform, and I zoom at the same time, I'm gonna ascend because I keep the momentum. And look at this, there is a water droplet here. And with a bit of attack in the air, I can reach it. You're supposed to do the yellow section on the left. And I'm really glad that you don't have to do it thanks to this skip because it's very annoying.
Oh, that was cool.
Yeah, you're gonna see a lot of other glitch with the zoom later. You can do a lot of things with it. There are flowers here, they're supposed to make you go faster, but don't take if you're using the movement tech I'm using, and even the other version, because it's slower. One last thing, and then I'm gonna let you read some messages if you need. Here, I'm gonna try to catch a geometry, and I think I'm gonna do it. There we go. Let's go. It's a bit trolly sometimes. Sometimes the game doesn't want you to glide for some reason. Okay, and now there is a bit of time until I reach the summit, so you can read donations or any messages, and I'm gonna emote for now.
Sure, sounds good. I just want to mention that for Power Up with Pride 2026, we are raising money for Point of Pride. They have various support programs, such as the Thrive Fund, which is a generalized fund to help cover a wide range of gender-affirming care and services, such as updating IDs, vocal therapy, and reproductive health services, as well as their annual Transgender Surgery Fund, which is a scholarship-like program that provides direct financial assistance to trans folks who cannot afford their gender-affirming surgery. If you'd like to apply for one of Point of Pride's grants or garment programs, get involved as a donor or volunteer, or just learn more about them, you can visit pointofpride.org. And if you'd like to donate during this event today, type !donate in the chat.
I got trolled with double jump here. That usually don't happen. This game can be very janky if it wants to. Here, this is a pretty annoying part because you need to kill at least 4 bats. There are 7 of them, and I have no idea which one I need to kill. So that's basically RNG time. And there's also this giant enemy that I need to kill. This one is surely mandatory. And that's gonna unlock the last droplet of this area. So where are the other? There's one here. Where are the other? There are 2 here. Okay. By the way, as talked about jank physics, I had a few frame drops. I used to have much more on this game back in the day, and I couldn't speedrun this game for the simple reason that when you have big frame drops, and for some reason the force field is not open, so there is still this enemy to kill. Don't die. So yeah, when you have frame drops, the hitbox are going wild. More specifically, Death Trap can kill you from a big distance. And yeah, even some sub-areas were close to impossible to complete because of this little quirk. Okay, we are done with Stone Mountain. It wasn't the best Stone Mountains, but we are fine. We are having fun. So this is pretty convenient. I can... Sorry.
Oh, no, I was just curious. You said that you were able to unlock all of the levels right after the tutorial one. Is there an intended level order? And if so, do you have... Or do you hold to that, or...?
Yes and no.
Good.
Basically, it's after completing Woodle Village, is basically how you say that in English?
Clockwise?
Clockwise, yeah, on the map.
Okay.
So this is supposed to be the 3rd one, for instance.
Gotcha.
This is Serene Lake, one of the biggest area in the game, but one of the easiest in the round because you can complete it pretty quickly wall jumps can work with me, and also this wind. Okay. Do I really need to do the backup? I'm gonna have to use the backup, sadly. This is pretty unfortunate. There we go. So you saw me gliding to this place. You're supposed to do glide and glide attack to reach it as quick as possible after being done with Stone Mountains. I did it too early. There you go. So this is the second example of the zoom glitch. You're punching a wall and then zoom at the right timing, and you can keep the momentum. Here I got a pretty fast momentum, so that's cool. The thing is, if you're punching the wall and then zoom too early, you're gonna punch the wall after the zooming. It's not too hard, but you have to keep that in mind. So this is the only underwater section in the game. It's pretty cool because for some reason you're moving much faster horizontally. At the same time, jumps can be a bit janky. I'm gonna use this opportunity because it's pretty straightforward section. You're gonna miss a lot of stuff in the run. As I said, it's open world and there is a huge map, and there's a lot of things to collect. You saw me collecting red berries, for instance. This is the main money of the game, and I died.
No.
This is not the first time the crocodile trolled me. Where I'm going back? Okay, I'm here. That's gonna give me even more time to talk about this wonderful game. So yeah, there are red berries that you can collect throughout the game, and they allows you to get cosmetics and some upgrades. If you want to get everything, I think you need more than 10,000 red berries, so that's a lot. You're gonna grind a lot. Thankfully, they are respawning from time to time. You can also collect blueberries. There are 900 of them in the game, so that's also a huge grind. There are unique collectibles scattered around the map. Oh, I'm not used to do that, so I wasn't expecting to see this wall, so I'm glad I have a pretty long estimate.
I have a request here from a donator. I got a $6 donation from Kane, California, donating for MsTruffles to hit the gritty.
Sorry, for what?
To hit the gritty, I think they want to see more emotes.
Okay. As soon as I can, I'm gonna do more emotes. You basically saw all of them. There are only 3, sadly, not more. So as soon as I can, I'm gonna do more.
Thank you for that $6 donation, Kane.
Yeah, thank you, Kane. See, about the what you can collect too. There are blueberries, as I said, unique collectibles. There are sub-levels that you can do, or you have to awake some sacred flowers. And they are pretty cool sections because they give you unique challenges. You can also meet some NPCs, some that you can rescue. So it's actually a pretty long game if you want to do everything. I mean, it's 5 hours if you want to do it only getting the water droplets, about 5 hours, but it's more 15 to 20 hours if you want to get everything. So I would advise you to try it for yourself. There's currently no 100% category because it will be a huge task to route such a category. So right now we are in Four Seasons Field. My favorite area to explore casually because I love the music and all the colors. It's very, very lovely. I love the vibes.
This is
But it's
delightful. The
also-
entire game is delightful, but this is especially so.
I mean, all the areas have their own cool identity, but this one, I just probably some music, very adventurous, and it's also pretty easy for the speedrun. After that, we are gonna go back to more challenging stuff. Even though I had a pretty unexpected death on a very easy, I mean, comparatively at least, very easy section. So I'm gonna be careful about the little guys because they like to be on your way when you don't want them to. Okay, I think I was able to grab this wall, so I'm gonna save a bit. Never mind. Even the regular wall jumps sometimes can troll you. I'm activating this bridge, but if you're better than me at maneuvering your character, you can actually grab this droplet without activating the bridge. Shoutouts to Slippery Sidewalk who can that and is, my god, who is basically the goat of this game. He also developed some two-player strats. So yeah, by the way, I'm playing as one player, but there are some very fancy two-player strats that you can do. I'm just not interested in running this category personally. And for marathon, it would be not the best submission because in two-player the camera can be very janky, but it's still cool it exists, to be honest. And now this is the final droplet of Four Seasons Field. I'm gonna jump here, hopefully not get trolled by this little dude. And you're supposed to open this gate, but I can just do wall jumps here if the game wants to. Of course, I'm not getting it first try. Not only having skill issues, but also I'm not lucky. I have luck issues as well.
This is
Okay.
natural for marathons, as I understand it.
Indeed. So this is actually the estimate was supposed to be 40 minutes. I think it still is on the layout, but now the estimate should more be 37 minutes because I discovered a huge skip. We are supposed to do Snow Mountain now, the longest area to do in the speedrun prior to this skip, and it was not necessarily the hardest one. But it was the scariest section because in the route I was using, there weren't any checkpoints. And if you die, you have to do the entire climb again. But by using this platform, I can ascend in the air like that. I'm gonna have a look at my timer. It's and about 20 seconds, 15 to 25 seconds after ascending, I'm gonna start gliding. It's gonna be very physical. To reach the summit, and that's about 1 minute to 1.5 minute time save. So I'm gonna do again glide on glide, attack, etc. And this is a wonderful time to read some donations and read some messages because this is very physically demanding.
Sure thing. We have a $10 donation from Jeej, who says, "Let's go, MsTruffles."
Thank you.
As a reminder, you can type !donate in chat to get access to our donation page. This is Power Up with Pride 2026, and we are raising funds for Point of Pride. They are a 501c3 trans-led nonprofit organization, and they have served tens of thousands of people in all 50 states and 100-plus countries by providing access to gender-affirming health and wellness services. We are very proud to be partnering with them and to be raising money for them today.
Am I gonna reach the summit? Barely, let's go. I had a lot of troubles. I think my hands are starting to be a little bit tired. You don't necessarily need to do this skip. If you want to run this game, you can do the normal ascent to the summit. As I said, it's very physically demanding. Sometimes I can have the rhythm correctly. Other times it's more difficult, and it was the second here. And now I can just go down and collect the other ones. This was on my previous route here. Okay, I didn't got a scary glitch here. There we go. So you're not gonna see the other strats, like there's a ice slide here that you could, you're not supposed to ride it, but if you were spamming the jump button, you can actually reach the top. But there were more things to do after that. And I'm opening the gate now to get the first droplet. What is supposed to be the first? There we go. I'm now gonna teleport to Eden, the entrance of Eden Caves, because it's close to the next area, which is Woodle Shores. You're gonna see it looks pretty joyful and stuff because it's beach level, but don't be fooled. This is actually one of the hardest level in the game. Casually, at least, probably in the speedrun too, because you know that there was the underwater section before. Here in this water, you're gonna die. There was a sign that tells you that it's deadly. So don't try to swim in it. You were about to say something?
No, I was just I wonder what's different about this water, especially since it's at a beach.
It's blue, not transparent.
Oh, yep, that'll do it.
And that's a good example of deadly water here. I don't know why I didn't climb this rock here. That's weird. I'm sure I reached the right angle. Oh well. I've learned the hard way that this game... I love this game. I find it's true in the gem, but sometimes the game doesn't love me in return. Okay, that's very weird.
Case in point. So it's not about aiding me now, it's just being a bully. You know what, I'm gonna... is it good to go from here? Okay, so this is a strat on the fly. It's not gonna work probably. And it did actually, let's go. Excellent.
It's not over yet though. But I'm gonna take it safely. You can't imagine how many times my run died to like never happened before stuff, and I was very sad about it. Maybe it's one of the charm of this game. Who knows?
I gotta say, after all of the wall jumps that had you so frustrated, getting that improv was something that you were owed. I feel like you were due for that.
Yeah. You're supposed to hit a specific angle on the rock, but my normal strat didn't work twice in a row, which was weird. So here I skipped another scroller. Basically, you're supposed to hit a switch to activate the platform, but I stand on the switch and skip it. So that's pretty ironic. Please, can you throw the water droplet? Thank you. This is the only time you're gonna see me watering a plant to reach the top. But here you're supposed to activate this switch, and now that's not necessary. There will be a wall jump section here, which is very scary because, as I said, there is a death man below me. Please don't die. You saw what the enemy did here? This is very normal.
It's so mean.
Yeah, the little enemies love to do that. There are also the rock enemies. I don't know if I talked about them. There are not rock enemies here on this area, but they are invincible. They are not doing any damage, but they are invincible, and Why am I doing that? And they can be very annoying, like the little guys, knocking you from the platform you want to reach. This game loves bullying. Okay, they are not here this time. I hope I won't be bullied again. Let's go. Okay, I've done the wall jump properly. Well, that's kind of a janky run today. You love to see that.
You're showing off the game very well. I really like 3D Collectathon, so when you started explaining it, I was like, oh, I'm gonna love this game, and I have been enjoying it.
This game really deserves more love. Oh, by the way, one thing I haven't talked about. You see me doing sometimes some pretty hard strats that are not working all the time. You saw a lot of good demonstration of that. But since it's very open and you have a lot of movement options, it's actually at the same time pretty beginner friendly because you can come up with your own strats. I haven't talked about that, but earlier today I found some new strats I haven't used before. I don't believe they were known before, but they allowed me to save a bit of time. So you can do it too. You can just explore the game, try some stuff, see what works for you, what is more consistent, what is the best route, the route you prefer. And I think that's a huge strength for this speedrun. And now we are in the last area of the game, which is Lost Desert. And casually, this is the hardest one. There are a lot of death traps, a lot of wind that can mess you up pretty easily. In the speedrun, it's not as bad as casually. But still be careful. Oh, this guy really tried to hit me. I saw you. I got a gold speed. Nah. I'm gonna try doing the zoom glitch again. It's a slow one, but I got it first try at least. Here there's wind, but thankfully with the glitch you don't care about the wind force. The next droplet is a little bit scary. You're gonna see a lot of enemies. You will have to kill 6 big enemies, not the ones you can see here. And you can be trolled by cycles of enemies and lava very easily. I'm gonna try sniping them. This is the best thing to do. I'm gonna try to focus. There we go. Oh, what happened there?
Yeah, it was a little spooky.
Oh, there's a little enemy here. He's gonna troll me. Hey. Okay. So the ending of Lost Desert, it's not too challenging, so if you have time for one last quick donation, if you have one.
Sure, yeah. Let me at least let everybody know that this is our flagship summer event, and if you've missed any runs in the marathon so far, you can find them uploaded after the marathon on our YouTube channel, and you can stay up to date on this event and any future events by following us on Blue Sky or joining the Discord. And links to all of these can be found in the panels below the stream or by using !social in chat. And as a reminder, you can use !donate in chat to get access to our donation page, where we are raising funds for Point of Pride.
Okay, very good. Third try, not great. Here I'm gonna skip a gate by wall jumping on geometry. I'm gonna use this time to explain what's gonna come next, because this will be the final boss. For some reason it's located just below the starting area, below the Sage Protector's place. And you're supposed to defeat a lot of enemies to unlock waterfalls. And then get a droplet on your leaf and hit one weak point at a time. But we are not doing that. Again, we are using the zoom here on this conveniently placed waterfall before the final boss. You're not supposed to jump or glide with a droplet, but if you store it in the leaf, as you can see here, you can do whatever you want apart from attacking, because it's gonna launch the droplet. Don't think I got it. I think I got unlucky. I'm trying to do a pretty risky strat. I was able to teleport, thankfully, because if you die, it's not too bad as long as you're hitting the weak point, but yeah, I didn't hit it for some reason. Okay, this time I died, but I hit the weak point. I prefer it like that.
Yeah.
It's actually a pretty easy thing to do. You not necessarily need to use a risky strat on hitting the weak points, but storing the droplet like that, I really encourage new runners to do that, because otherwise the waves of enemies are gonna be way too long to defeat. It's not that bad to learn. Did I got this one? Okay, just in case I hit this one, time will be on the frame where the last weak point disappear. And I hope I'm not gonna miss the shot, because I've done that on practice the other time. Okay, so be ready, it's gonna be in a second, and time. Sorry if I didn't warn you earlier.
GG.
Thanks for the GG. Well, it was one of the run of all time.
This was great.
I mean, at least I was able to showcase most of the strat, even though I haven't done most of them on first try. And I still hope I encourage you to at least try the game casually, because it's really lovely. As I said, there are a lot of other things to discover. Thanks for the GGs in chat. And this is a very obscure speedrun. There's a very small community, so if you like 3D platformers, collectathon, I really encourage you to try it. I've actually created a Discord not too long ago. You can find it on SRC. I don't think it has been added on the SRC page, in the link section. But I've made forum posts on each Woodle tree games of the series. I'm gonna do a few shoutouts. Again, shoutouts to Nezizov and Slippery Sidewalk for helping me with some stuff in the round. I forgot to actually talk about the 100% category. Just one word: you can finish the game in 3 minutes, but it's extremely difficult, and I haven't been able to complete the round yet. And this is where you are using the disable frame lock, basically.
Gotcha.
A few other shoutouts to my community. I've seen some names in the chat, like Laika and Ken California. Thanks to my IRL friends. Jej was also one of the donations you read. Thank you so much. Thanks to my girlfriend, everyone who support me in this speedrunning journey, basically. If you want to see more indie speedrunning and mostly obscure speedruns, sometimes retro as well, you can find me at twitch.tv/MsTruffles. Sorry, speaking English is very tough, much harder than speedrunning this game. And yeah, next time I'm gonna stream, I'm gonna continue running this game. So if you want to see PB attempts on this game, feel free to join. Thank you so much for having me. Power Up with Pride. It's always a joy to be at your events. Keep donating to Point of Pride. And happy Pride Month, by the way.
Happy Pride
And
indeed.
have a great rest of the marathon. Keep, as I said, keep donating, and good luck to tech staff and other runners. Bye bye.
Thank you so much, MsTruffles. That was an absolutely amazing run of Woodle Tree 2. Don't shoot away. We've got Leap Year by Brassbeat coming up as our next run. That's going to be great. Stay tuned.